Hello students, welcome back in our new session. Today in this session we will discuss about examples of inheritance. Okay, so first we see the single level inheritance. So as we know that single level inheritance means if we talk about the diagram, so here suppose we have one class. In this class we have another class. Okay, so this is what it is, a parent class, and it is its child class. So all the parent class properties can be accessed by the child class, that is B. So what we will do, we will access the properties of A using the child class B. So in this scenario we have to create an object of class B that is capable to access the method and properties of class A. So this thing we have done using this example. So here we have one parent class, that is animal. So animal is what? It is a parent class. Now in animal class we have one method, that is method eat. In eat method we are just printing one line of statement, that is I am eating, and we close the method. It is the body of the method and it is the body of the class. Okay, now we create a next class dog. In that dog class we have main method. So whatever we want to print, that must be inside the main method. So public static void main, and in that we create one object. What object? OB1 dog, OB1 equals to new dog. So OB1, basically what we will do, we will write here OB1 dot eat. So OB1 is an object, and we are calling the eat method of the class animal by using the dot operator. Okay, so in this scenario we are using the extend keywords. So that extend keyword basically is used to access two different classes. Okay, so here we have one dog class that inherits all the features of parent class, that is animal, using the extend keyword. So by this the dog class can access all the properties of animal, that is method. So method can be accessed by the dog using the extend keywords in single level inheritance. So this is the concept of single level inheritance. If we talk about the multi-level inheritance, the second one is multi-level. So what is multi-level? In multi-level we have one class, that is C. So here all the properties of A class accessed by the B class, and all the properties of B can be accessed by the C class. So finally all the properties of A class can be accessed by the C class. So this is the scenario which we have to perform in our exam, that is void suppose run, in that SOP system.out.println, in that I am running. Okay, and it is closed, class is closed. Now we have third class. So class, suppose in third class there should be some similarity. So animal, dog, and suppose here we are using the cat. So cat extends the features of dog. Okay, so in that we use one main method, that is public static void main. And here in which we use a string args, and in that we are creating the object of class C. So class cat. So cat c equals to new cat, and we are just calling the method of both the classes using this class. So here we use c dot eat and c dot run. Okay, so that is what, that is class C. We can also use class B, B means B method. So here we can also use dog D equals to new dog. So here this what the method, this object will access only the annual class object method. So d dot eat and d dot run. So both the method will be accessed by this object. Okay, now if we talk about this object, if we make an object of parent class, then animal, suppose animal A equals to new animal. If we make a object of parent class, then which class method will be accessed? Only parent class method will be accessed. So here we use a dot eat and we close the method and we close the class. So mean to say, if we talk about the scenario, so scenario what? Scenario was like this. Here we have animal, this is dog and this is cat. So when we create the object of class A method, so only class A method will be accessible by this method. So that was A. So A dot eat. When we create a class D objects, so only this class object and this class method will be accessed. So here we use D dot eat and D dot run. Okay. Now if we create an object of class C, so this class C can access the method of class A, C dot eat, class B method D, C dot eat, C dot run, and as well as its own class method, C class method. Here we did not create. If we create any method, define any method in this class, then it can also be accessed by the C class object. So that was the scenario. So that is what? That is multi-level inheritance. Level inheritance what? We have one parent class and one parent class accessible by the number of or more than one base class or subclasses. So that is V and that is C. So here A is an animal and B is a dog and C is a cat. So both these subclasses will be accessed the main parent class. So dog extend the animal and cat extend the animal. Now we will when we create an object of class C, then what will happen? It is quite right, C dot eat. Okay, because all the methods of class A accessible by class C and all the method of class A will be accessible by class B. So C dot run, it is not possible. That line is not possible in this scenario. Okay, because there is no communication in between B and C. Okay, so this will not happen. Now if we talk about the class B objects, so class B is a dog. So here we are using dog object is D. So D dot eat, it is quite right. D dot run, it is also quite right because its own class object method. Okay, so both are the quite right. But if we call the third method of class C that is not defined, so that is not possible using the B class object. Now Okay, and if we talk about the animal class, it is generally happen, it is already possible. So that is what, that is a hierarchical level inheritance. So these mainly three types of inheritance is used in Java programming, and remaining two types of objects are multiple inheritance and hybrid inheritance. So in multiple inheritance and hybrid inheritance, both the inheritance cannot use in the Java programming, because uh, more than one parent classes cannot be accessed by a same and one child class. Talk about the remaining two inheritance, that is multiple inheritance and hybrid inheritance. So in both the inheritance, uh, there may be a ambiguity problem generate. Ambiguity. Why? Because if we analyze its structure, then the structure is like this. We have one class, that is class A, and that class will be accessible. We have class A and we have class B, and both the classes will be accessed by one child class, that is class C. So what will happen if one parent class A have a method show, and class B also have a method of show, and we are accessing both the methods using the class C object. So here we are using suppose C ob1 equals to new C, then ob1 dot show of class A and ob1 dot show of class B. So compiler will be confused then which show method belongs to which class. Okay, because both the methods have the same naming convention in both the separate classes. So this is basically a condition of ambiguity. Okay, so that is the problem. That's why multiple inheritance is not used in Java programming. If we talk about the hybrid inheritance, so hybrid inheritance basically a combination of one or more than one inheritance. So if we talk about the multiple inheritance, so this is the multiple inheritance. If we combine here the, suppose we have the structure like this. Here we have one class A that is accessible by two classes, that B and C, and both the classes again accessible by one subclass, that is D. So again this have two kind of combinations of inheritance, so in which multiple inheritance again using, that's why hybrid inheritance is also not used in the Java programming. So that's all for inheritance. So I hope you understand very well. If you have any kind of doubts relating to inheritance, you can ask me by query in a comment box. And thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day. Thank you.